it's effective for you. Wow, my session got a recording one up. Very good. Whoa. All right, let me click this away. Okay, all righty, everyone. So what I'd like you to do is that prepare your mats. Prepare your mats, and then we will leave all these things one side first. I will grab them when we need to, okay? All right, just leave it one side. So let's start off by sitting this way. Align your second toe to your knee and also to your sit bones. And what I'd like you to do is start off sitting up tall, arms in front, all right? Inhale here, exhale, and slowly tuck the tailbone away, pull the belly button in. So you want to sink your lower back down slowly, step by step. Arms over your head. Good. Inhale to get ready. Exhale, draw your arms over, and then now you're going to curl yourself up step by step. Now the distance of your legs, whether it's far or close, it will help you to come up easier. So if it's further away, it will be harder. You can bring your legs closer a little bit. Let's try again. Inhale, exhale, slowly melt yourself down. And then inhale down there, exhale, slowly pull the belly button in and then roll yourself up. And again, so your spine is nice and soft. There's no too much of a control there. All you need to do is use your breath and slowly peel yourself off. Don't forget, this is just your very first exercise, okay? Tuck your tailbone away and slowly roll down. Good. And again, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Nice. Now from here, bring the legs in a little bit, keeping the alignment in check. Okay. Now place your hands down onto the mat on the sides of your hips. From here, what I'd like you to do is tuck the tailbone up. Okay, bring the legs closer. Tuck your tailbone up towards your knees. Peel yourself off stack by stack. Let me put this in. Stack by stack, landing on your shoulder blades. From here, inhale to get ready. Exhale, slowly roll yourself down. Now this is called bridging in Pilates, okay? And go. Inhale to get ready. Exhale and roll out. Peel off bone by bone. Lengthen through your knees. Good. And slowly soften your chest. Lace your ribs. Now let's try one more time. Tuck the tailbone up towards your knees. And then after that, slowly roll yourself up stack by stack. Now staying up there, arms draw up over your head. Stay there. Now you're going to dip your left hip down as if you have a drop of water that you want to let it glide along the side. And then after that on the right side. And then left. And right. And left. And right. Nice. Let's come back into center. Slowly roll yourself back down. Arms down all the way. All right. Next, we're going to do a little bit of combination now, okay? Now, inhale to get ready. Exhale, your arm will go over your head, and then you're going to curl the tailbone up and peel off stack by stack. And then after that, you're going to press the arms down and then bring that hips back down, okay? Inhale, roll up. Exhale, come back down. Nice. Now, for your arm, you want to think about working in between the armpits. So it's not just waving up and down, you are actively working the arms as well, like resisting it as you come down. Okay? 3 more. 2, 1. All right, stay up there with your arms over your head. You're going to go into pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4. Now your lower back shouldn't feel compressed. If you feel that the lower back is compressed or is tight, tuck the tailbone up towards the ceiling a little bit. So it's like curling the tailbone, squeezing the bum just a little bit and tilt that tailbone up towards the ceiling. That will take the load off your lower back. All right, slowly roll yourself down. Now straighten your legs all the way. Out it goes. Arms are still over your head. Inhale to get ready. Exhale, slowly roll yourself up on an exhale. Okay, good. Now from here, inhale. Exhale, palms face up. Slowly tuck your tailbone away. Now I'd like you to slowly open up that space in between that spine, pulling your belly button in as you slowly roll yourself down. All right, inhale again, exhale, peel off, and sit up tall. And exhale, slowly go down. Nicely done. And one more time. Roll up. Good. Now, arms turn to the side. What you're going to do is you're going to pulse to your left side, sit up tall, and then dive yourself down to your pinky toe. All right? So you want to pull the belly button in rather than collapsing flat. You're in a nice round shape. Good. Think about shaking hands with the person in front of you first, and you go to the other side. Dive down. All right. Open the chest up. One more time, and go other side. Dive. Pull the belly button in. Good. And change. And dive. Think about listening to your knee. Rotate that spine and look up towards that ceiling. Good. Awesome. Now, place your palm on the mat. So you're sitting up tall. Inhale here. Exhale. You're going to slide your hand forward. Now, the weight of the shoulder, it sort of melts down to the ground, okay? So you're sliding your hand along the mat, and you're going to have this nice round upper back. And sit up tall. And again, inhale here, exhale and roll. Same idea, have a look. So you want to pull the belly button in. You have this nice U-turn shape, slightly different from really collapsing all the way flat onto the thighs. You just want to form this nice shape. So it really helps you to stretch the back that way. Okay? Sit up tall. One more time. Inhale here. Exhale and roll. And up. Good job, everybody. Now, next one, I'd like you to go into diamond shape. Form your legs into a diamond shape. A long diamond rather than a short diamond, okay? All right, now have your hands up towards the ceiling, reach forwards. So if that's just nice. If your leg is here and your hands is there, then probably your diamond is too small, okay? So you want to reach for your feet. Exhale to pull the belly button in. And you release, okay? Inhale to get ready. Exhale. So think about as if somebody just punched you very deep in the belly. Ooh, okay? And then you want to draw that dimples on your collarbone inside. And go exhale. Good. 3 more. You feel this really nice stretch in the shoulder blades. Okay, now from here, shine your chest up. So you want to use your hand to pull into your feet, drawing the shoulders away from your ear. Inhale. This time the breath is different. Inhale. So you're mobilizing the upper back. Good. 3, 2, 1. All right. Now use your right hand to tuck into, hold on to your left ankle. Okay, underneath your left ankle. This time you're gonna open your left arm up towards that ceiling. Both arms are straight, so you're sort of leaning to the back just slightly. That gives you a really nice stretch, and also that rotation helps you to access the breathing into that side of the ribs. All right, now from here, just listen to my cue. From here, you're gonna draw a huge arc over that ceiling, go into a side bend. So you're looking on your left side, okay? And then after that, unwind. Let's change the other side. Left hand tuck underneath to your right ankle. And now your right hand is rotated to the back. Remember, both arms are straight. Open up that chest. Now from here, draw a huge arc over that ceiling and go into a side bend. Breathe into the sides of the ribs. And now, rotate, come back. Very good, everybody. So, please let me know how you're feeling so far. Any dizziness, anyone? Or everyone is all right? Thumbs up. Let's see. All good? Alrighty. Now, for some of you, right, that have your camera switched off, you can turn on your camera, just position it closer to you so that I could see your body as well. I'll come to you later to see how's your form as well and help you with your form. Zidu, Coach Zidu, could you do some spotlights later when I start to move on to different exercises?
Sure.
All right. Awesome, everybody. Let's move on now. Okay, next. Now your body should be nice and warm right now, and also by focusing on all the alignments earlier on the floor, that there is a reason for us to start off our exercises on the floor and on the mat first, because that will give you a really good feedback on where your body is moving in space before we come up into exercises that is on in space itself, okay? All right, now float your legs up into tabletop position. Good. That's it. Now place your fingers behind your neck. Inhale to get ready. Exhale, you're gonna come up into a chest lift and down. Now, keep going. What you're doing is you're pulling the belly button in and you're rolling over your rib cage, okay? So you're not coming into a crunch like this. To do 1,000 times just to get your abs, you don't need that. What you want to think about is lacing the ribs in, and also you're pulling the belly button down into the mat and you're curling up. That's all, okay? And down and go. Exhale. You will feel that. You will feel that it's more effective, and you feel that core burning right immediately. Good. Exhale. Awesome. And then hug your knees for a moment. Rest a while. Okay? All right. Next one. You're going to bring the legs up again. Your arm is going to go over your head. And now inhale to get ready. Exhale, you're going to circle your hands underneath your thigh. And then circle back. 2, Now your gaze is passing through your knees or your thighs, okay? Have this nice little cherry space in between the chin and also your chest. 6, 7, 8. Awesome. Lie back down. All right. Now, next one, what you're going to do is lacing your fingers behind your neck again. Inhale to get ready. Exhale. You're going to curl up and you're going to straighten the left leg and lie back down. Okay. So we will transition to rotation later, but now is just stretching one leg out and come back in. Keep the basics first. Check your alignment. Where's your hip? Where's your leg? Align your second toe to your knee and also your hip joint. All right? Curl. Good. Using your hands and the palm to support the back of the neck, lengthen up towards that ceiling. Good. 2 more. Awesome. Now lie back down. Oh. All right. Now bring the legs back up. Now we are coming into a rotation. Inhale to get ready. Exhale. You're going to press this leg, left leg out, and you're going to rotate towards the right. Come back in. Okay? Inhale to get ready. Exhale, opposite side. Nice. Good. 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Very nice. And come back down, hug your knees and rest a while. Awesome. Is that Allison? Very good. Could you show me? 1. That's it. And go. Press either leg out. Very nice. Could you have your shoulders up just a little bit more? Curl. That's it. And keeping your hips as square as you can without moving the opposite side of the hip. So you're just rotating the upper body. Oh, very good. That's a lot better. Keep the hips really still, especially when you rotate to the left side. And go. That's it. Is that a lot more work? Awesome. Good job. All right. Now, very good, everybody. Next one. Bring the legs back up into 90 degrees position. Good. From here, press your legs up. So your hands can be slightly wider apart on the floor. Flex your feet and then point. Now, if you feel that the hip flexors are really tight, you can bend your knee and do flex and point. Flex and point. Now, from here, what you want to check is your second toe is aligned with your knee is together, and also aligned with your hips. Okay? Good. So for those of you that can keep your knee straight, keep that. Good. Flex and stay there and point. Now turn your legs out. Bend your knee. Keep your heels together. Squeeze it tight and press the leg out. Now, your leg doesn't need to be too low. The aim is to have your spine on the mat. Pull the belly button down and lace your ribs in and press the legs out long. If your lower back starts to pop up and your ribs start to pop up as well, so you want to have your legs higher, okay? Go as low as you can maintain control. You can also use your hand, place it on the hips. It will help you to keep that hip still and also in control. Now exhale as you press the heels out. Very good. Keep going, Gina. Gina, you've got a stash of $100 notes in between the heels and also your thigh. So if it's gonna drop, I'm gonna take them. So you're gonna squeeze it so hard that it's not gonna fall out from your thigh. That's it. Good. Now, for a little bit of challenge, could we come down just slightly? But I'd like you to focus on drawing the core in. Good. Legs, come down a little bit more, but focus your belly button has to go down deeper. Can your legs come down 45 degrees? Yes, and press that way, not up ceiling. Towards, yes, correct. More. That's more work. More. Squeeze, $100 note. That's it. Belly button. Good. Awesome. Alrighty. Very good, everyone. Last one on the core. I promise. All right, next one. Place the legs down all the way. All right. And your hands can be on the side first, okay? Now, you're going to bring your right leg up. And you're going to sort of climb a tree. Think of your leg as like a tree. Now, for those of you, if you can't come up this way, you can bend the bottom leg, okay? And then you can slowly, climb your tree, all right? I feel mine, if my bottom leg is in front on the floor, it's easier for me to climb my tree. So your right leg is pointing up towards the ceiling. So you're gonna pull yourself up. You need to pull the belly button in and then come hold on to your right ankle, okay? Then this is the time where you can scoop the belly button in as you slowly walk yourself down, all right? Got it? Now, Allison, coming back now, the checkpoint is the frame of your hips. If the hips start to roll around, so you want to avoid that. Keep the hips square, and then after that, you start to walk up. Everyone, is everybody still climbing? Zidu, let's pop a few. Wow, this one is cool. You do yoga a lot, huh? Sit up tall. Very good. Now let's walk. Oh, this one crash and burn already on the floor. Come down. Sorry, from a distance, can't see your names. Let's walk again. Stay up. Now you want to straighten that top leg as much as you can. This time I'm going to change something. Have your back straight. I'm still there. Stay up. Stay up. All right, have your back straight. Are we ready? Hold your ankle with your right hand. Release your left hand. So this is worth a photo shoot already. Come. Balance. All right, stay. And good job, well done for first time. Bend your bottom leg. Your left leg, bend inside. Left leg, bring it in. And then the bottom leg. Don't put like this. Like this, you will be balanced, more balanced. See? Very good. Good job, well done. Okay, you're doing well. I'm gonna add a little bit of work there, okay? You're gonna tilt back a little bit more. Very nice. Now pull your right leg towards you a little bit more. Very nice. See, that's easy for you. Now reach that left hand further. I'd like you to straighten that lower back a little bit more. That's it. Open the chest wider and smile. Let's take a photo. Very good. Hey, Farah. All right. Let's even out the other side, everybody. Yeah, where were we? Oh, sorry. Lie down first. And go. Now, bring the leg up. Okay, this is hard work. Good. Now, the right leg has to be really active on the ground. Now, if you can't come up, you can bend your knee, okay? So that your heels can pull towards inside. Now, walk. Sit up tall. And then walk back down. And curl up. Squeeze. Good. Very good, Farah. You got it. And walk yourself down. Great attempt. Keep going. And we need to climb up that tree so that we could see the horizon. And then come back down. One more time before we start to rotate. Okay? Now, release your right hand. Look towards the back. Same thing. Lean back just slightly. Spiral the spine long. And then come back down. Awesome, everybody. All right, let's have a little bit of fun for your lower back. Bring both legs up. I'm sitting behind my sit bones instead of on my sit bones, okay? You're gonna have your hands tucked inside and loop around your ankles. And my elbow is underneath my knees. Very good. Are we ready? Inhale here. Exhale, you're gonna rock back without lying down all the way. And you're gonna rock forward. Very minor movement. Very, very minor movement. That's it. Yes. Good. Rock forwards and back. That's it. Now, I'd like you to draw your belly button away from your thigh so you are in this nice round shape. Next is you're gonna roll back and then you're gonna roll forward. Okay? And go roll back. Roll forward. Now the breath pattern is exhale, inhale. Now, your mat is gonna be your feedback on your alignment. So sometimes we'll roll out of the mat. So you wanna make sure that you are tracing that straight line in the spine, okay? Keep rocking. Very good. Wow, Alison like a pro already. All right, one more last time. Sit up, okay? Now we're gonna straighten one leg. Yes, Alison, keep going very quickly. Right leg. And then come back down. Good job, well done. Try one more time. Try one more time. You know, really, come, let's do it together. One more time, everybody. Sit slightly behind your sit bones. Pull the belly button in. You want to rest, really sink yourself down into the base of your pelvis first. Then after that, straighten your knee. We've done the climb a tree already, so it sort of worked out that way easily. That's it. Straighten the back. Great job, well done, yay. All right, rest a while, everyone. Okay, now let's play with your foam rollers. So if you got a mat, remember, keep your mat roll up. If you got another mat, or you can use a towel. So the foam roller, what you're gonna do is, you're gonna lie down this way and slowly scooch that foam roller in your pelvis, okay? And then you're gonna bring that leg up first. Good. Hold on to the side of your foam roller or your mat. Straighten the legs up. So from here, what you want to do is that you want to pull the belly button down. Okay? And then you're going to scissors, small scissors first. Inhale, exhale. The aim is to keep your hips really square. And also, if I'm going to have 4 points, hips and shoulder. Okay? All 4 points is like a square instead of moving about. All right? Good. Now we're gonna open our scissors even more. When you start opening, you will start to feel that the hips start to move. So the challenge is to keep your hips really still. Inhale, exhale. Straighten the legs as much as you can. Very good. Now come back. Awesome. From here, I'm going to draw a little bit of change now. You're going to draw little circles. Now, when you're drawing circles, sometimes your leg, sometimes that spine will start to tilt up and down. Then you want to keep that spine really still. Have your legs go down as far as you can maintain control. So if my leg comes down this way, my spine has to be constant, or my belly button still needs to be drawn in. Core needs to be engaged. Okay? Good. Now, if knee straight is hard for you, you can bend it a little bit. Now, the range is determined by you. Range, that means the size of the circle. The challenge is to keep the spine and core remain in contact. It doesn't start to move, huh? All right, now reverse. Good. You will realize that by raising the lower back up, it sort of helps you to stretch that lower back a little bit more rather than having it too compressed. Good. Nicely done now, everyone. Now from here, I'd like you to stretch out your hip flexors a little bit. Bend that right leg and open up that left. And then change the other side. Good. Now bring the legs back in. Bend your knee. This time, turn your knees out, heels together. Remember when I was talking to Gina about the $100 note? You want a $100 note, stash of notes in your heels, and also there's in between your thighs. So when you press the legs out, you want to squeeze them together and then bring back in. Now, think about you're also lacing the ribs together and pulling the belly button down to that roller or your pillow or your extra mat. Squeeze the inner thighs. Exhale. 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 That's it. Now from here, bring the leg up, open the legs out wide. Just give yourself a really nice stretch. You can flex your feet. That gives you more stretch and point. So we're going to do flex our feet and point. Flex and point. That's it. Flex and point. Oh, that's a lot of stretch in the hamstrings, everyone. Ooh. Flex. Good. Now from here, bring the legs close to you. So your foam roller may want to slip out, so you want to pull it closer to you. Bring the legs close to you. Hold on to the back of the ankles. Now from here, what you want to do is pull the belly button down into the spine. What that means is that it's like when you exhale, you want to deflate the balloon, pull the balloon to the back. That's it. Good. Now from here, you're going to point your left leg up towards the ceiling. Now, do you notice that this is like the climb a tree position just now, but now it's lying down? Now, pull that right leg towards you more. You can bend your knee and stretch. Bend your knee and stretch. So this is active stretch. When you start to do stretching, and if it's stagnant like this, it's not as effective as when you're doing this moving it. That means you have an active stretch. So if it's just stagnant like this, it's called passive. So if you stretch this way, it's active. Active stretch is way more effective when you want to do stretches. Okay, you can also bring the legs closer to you if you want to. I'm forcing it, but be careful not to do, just go as far as you feel comfortable, okay? Not to just push it too much. All right, now let's change the other side. Wiggle the toes if you need to. And then other side. Oh, my left leg is not as flexible as my right. Good. That's it. So when you're doing stretching, also pull the belly button in as well. Good. Enjoy that stretch. Our body is like a rubber band. All right, awesome. Now bring both legs down on the ground. That's it. Push the foam roller away and rest a while. Welcome to gravity. Welcome to Earth. Okay, now we're gonna take our foam roller away. Good. Now we haven't done anything lying down on the side yet, so we're gonna try that. Okay, take this away first. Now, for the exercises that we were lying down on the foam roller, it actually helps you to release the tightness in the back as well, okay? So for those exercises that you've done earlier, you can also try it out at home on your own. Now, let's lie down on the side. Today, I'd like you to have your leg on a 90 degrees position. Align your elbow to your shoulder, and the hip is stacking on each other, okay? So the alignment is ear, shoulder, hip, elbow, shoulder, okay? All right, from this 90 degrees, now you're gonna straighten the top leg out. Pull that side ribs up, and you're gonna stay here. Top hand, hold on the back of the neck. That's it. Now be careful. Your neck, right, is aligned with that spine. So instead of like this, you want to lengthen the back of the neck just the same position as your spine. Okay, there. Wow, by doing this already got a lot of work already, right? Think about your lengthening out long. Good. Now kick that leg forward and sweep it back. Keeping your hips really still. Imagine you have a satay stick pierced through the hips. So the hips is still all the time. You sweep your leg forwards and back. Good. Now, and if you're tired, you can come down all the way doing the same thing. Okay, Anne? If the neck gets tired, this can be an alternative. So listen to your body. Now the height of that feet is the same height as your hip. All right, now stay here, hold on the back of the neck still. Good, flex your feet, and this time we are going into pulses. Now remember, the sides of the ribs is lifted up, it's not sink down. Okay, different. Push into the ground. All right, pulse. Good job. Stay. Now, Maria, your forearm is already like this. So it's important to have that forearm straight in front. Align your elbow to your shoulder. Press into the ground to lift your sides up. That's it. To take this shoulder away from your ear. Good job. Oh, come back, everybody. That's a lot of work. Shake out your shoulders a little bit. Now, if you're in this position, like this, it's going to strain your neck and your shoulders if I exaggerate everybody. So that's why you want to have that really nice line lifting up. Okay, we're not done yet. Come back. You can place your legs back down on the mat. Now you're going to exhale and inhale. Now the aim is to really using that bottom hand to push yourself up towards the ceiling. And now you're wrapping forwards with your elbow. Draw a really round back, right? You want to push the upper back up towards that ceiling. And exhale. Good. Try to rotate as much as you can so that you will feel that you have this really nice stretch in the upper back. Can we show a couple of people, Sidhu? Yes. Good. Now, Farah, to make the work a little bit more delicious, you want to think about the upper back wraps around. So if I'm going to pull my corset forward, this is how you feel, rather than the movement just from the elbow. Okay? Rotate from your ribs. Very nice. Good job, Kay. That's it. You can nod your chin and dive your head down a little bit more. When you rotate, that will stretch it back more. Pull the belly button in when you rotate down. Let someone punch you. Yes, that's more work. Good job. Now let's come to the other side, everybody. Shake out the hands. Okay, come back into 90 degrees, same. And legs out. Ready? Get set. Press into your arm, lift up the back of the neck and also the spine. Okay? That's it. Flex your feet. Now forward and sweep back. Now when your legs come forward and back, it's like really lengthening out and far. It's not just moving over the hips. Okay? That's it. Keep going. Good. And sweep. Forward, sweep. Very nice. Gina, a little bit more control. You remember that resistance that we talked about? If someone is pressing against your thigh, you're sweeping, it's like resisting it rather than swinging forwards and back easily. That's more work, correct, okay? Now flex your feet and go pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shoulder, the bottom shoulder is sagging. Lift. Good. 6, 7, 8. Oh, lost count. Keep going, everybody. Press the heels out long. All right, come back up and shoulders. Relax that shoulders a little bit before we do that rotation. Okay? All righty. Come back down. 90 degrees. Oh, place that top leg down. Okay, lift the sides of the waist up first. Lengthen the back of the neck. Hold the back of the neck. Now circle. Exhale. Inhale. Now my rotation comes from my rib cage and assisted by my elbow. That's it. Good. Now, Allison, you want to wrap around like a concave shape rather than just twisting. Try. So if you got a big beach ball below that rib cage, you're wrapping around a round beach ball. Yes, does that give you more stretch in the shoulders? That's it. And go. Pull the belly button in. Nicely done. Awesome. One last time. Very good. And wow. You got it? That's it. Pull the belly button in. Good job. All righty, everybody. Do we still have some more strength? All right. So come onto your fourth. Align your wrist to your shoulder, knee to your hip. Pull your belly button in. Now, if I'm going to just relax, I'm going to drop my belly button this way, right? So I want to pull my belly button in. Okay, try that. Tuck this in first so you can see. Pull the belly button in. All right, now from here, what I'd like you to do is think about that square body again. Now, we are not lying down on the ground. But if you notice, if I'm going to flip myself around, it's like I'm lying down on the ground. Shoulder to shoulder, hip to hip, right? So from here, slide your right hand along the mat, but keeping that shoulder to shoulder, hip to hip, okay? And shoulder to shoulder, hip to hip. Okay, then slide the left leg out, nice and long. Keep that in mind. Come back in. And then we're going to change the other side. So the height of the leg, right, is just aligned with your sit bones. It's not going to be high. Keep going, everybody. Just for an idea for everyone, if I'm going to lie down on the ground, this is how you look like. Got it? So we're going to flip around. Basically, you are doing this in space. Okay? All right, keep going, everybody. Vidu, could we show a couple of us? That's it. Farah, you can place your toes down, relax the toes, both toes. That's it, good. And also the back leg, right? Align with your sit bones. Think about there's someone pulling your pinky toe out. That's it. Good, Grace. Grace, the back of the neck. So your gaze is the same like this rather than like this. The head is looking down to the mat. That's it. Wow, I can see your outline from here, Grace. Now, all right, checkpoint, everybody. You remember when I was talking about you're drawing a straight line along the mat, then you float the leg up as compared to lifting up. Observe my legs, everyone. Stop for a moment first, Grace. Stop for a moment. Observe my leg. This is called lift. Lift. This is called sliding along the mat. Float. Again. Float. Do you see the straight line here? The opening of the hip rather than this? Different sensation. Try again. So if your legs start to lift, you will compromise on your lower back. Okay? Let's try again. Good. Farah, cut down the height of your leg. Cut down the height of your leg by half. That's it. Correct. Good try, and that's it. K, soften your elbow. Now it's hyper extended. Soften the elbow. Yes, some more. Soften more. Correct. All right. Good. And the hands now is like this. So it's very hard for you to balance. Bring the hands, wrist align with your shoulder. Not like that, Wrist align with your shoulder. Yes, correct. Yes, better. And start again. Take your time, no need to rush. Focus on the alignment, straight line, that's so much better. Yes, and slowly come back in. Allison, try and see. Allison, look at your elbow. Oh, very scary, right? Bend. Okay, this is what I mean. Soften more. The elbow coming already. Bend more. Keep the elbow bend. Oh, that's it. So scary, the hyperextended elbow. Now, the reason why we want to soften the elbow is when your elbow turns like this and it sort of go into hyperextension, the weight is all here. Yeah, so you want to bend the elbow, soften it, so it distributes the load across the entire arm. So that will be a lot safer when you are doing weight-bearing exercises like planks and all this stuff. Yes, very important, okay? That's so much better. Yes, fix the elbow. Wow, control and alignment is very good, Alison? Now, not to have the legs too high. All right, everybody, great job, well done. Awesome. So now I've gone through a few basics for you because today's theme is also Pilates for posture. Going down to the basic and the reason why you're doing things in a certain manner, it will help you when you perform in your cardio exercises and also high intensive interval training. Okay, so last exercise, we haven't done anything for back. yet. So let's come down onto your mat. Okay, now from here, have your hands on the side of your chest, elbows point up towards that ceiling. Now, this time, your shoulders will naturally tuck down into gravity. So you want to draw the shoulders away from gravity, okay? Can you see this? And then open up. From here, you want to draw the elbows down to the sides of the armpits and slowly float your chest off. You will hear me using a lot of float instead of lift, okay? So float like a feather, slowly, all right? And down. So you want to think about you're squeezing a bundle of newspaper or clutch in between the armpits, and you're circling your elbows side of the waist, okay? Keep going, everybody. Very nice. Now, Gina, think about you have a stick behind your neck. So when you're moving that spine, right, the neck follows that spine. It doesn't start to go like this, okay? Nod your chin a little bit more, Gina. You will start off by looking down into the mat, actually. That's it. Now, Gina, think about you have a pencil in between your shoulder blades. You're going to squeeze and hold that pencil. That's it. The neck comes down a little bit more, huh? Yeah, yes, correct. Very good, Anne. Good. Now, Anne, listen to my cue. You don't need to look at me. You want to squeeze the armpits, hold your clutch in between the armpits, and you want to think about the elbow, tip of your elbows is drawing an up line downwards the side of your waist. Yes, you got that. Yes, good. That is the sensation. It will drive you into that position. Now, I'd like you to nod your chin more. Your gaze, your eyes is down on the mat. That one too low already lah. You're not touching the mat. You're just looking down the mat. That's it. Hey, Alison, what's happening? Stay up there. Now, float your leg, hands off. Sorry, your palm off the ground. Stay up there, everyone. Yes, Kay. Good job. Well done. Now, you all will be staying there for about 10 minutes while I chit-chat with you. All right. Well, Kay took it very seriously. She's still up there. Okay, come down. Come down. Rest a while. All right. Now, next one. Come down. Everybody, I just want to give you a feedback again, just to improve this movement. Usually our neck will want to lead the way first, see? Then when you come up, it's going to be like this, if I exaggerate, okay? Your gaze, when I say gaze on the mat, is looking down. The back of the neck is aligned with the spine. When you move, my spine is moving, my neck doesn't move, okay? And then now you're going to hover, line your chest up, come up a little bit more, push yourself all the way up. Hips off, and then slowly come back down. Okay? Try. Let's see a couple of people. Wow, very good. And remember to soften the elbow, especially when you're at the top, huh? Very nice. Think about the elbow circling downwards first before you push yourself up. Nice wide shoulders. That's it. Maria, draw the belly button in. Correct. Very good, Kay. Now draw that rib cage in more, Kay. Now there is compression on the lower back. Pull that bladder in further. Tummy in more. That's it. And come back down. That's it, Gina. Very nice. Remember the pencil in between the shoulder blades? Pencil between the shoulder blades. That's it. Good job. All right, everybody, push back child's pose. Wow, Gina and Alison, both of you seem to be wearing the same thing, you see? One is long pants, one is short pants. All right, everybody, slowly roll yourself back up. Awesome job. Well done. How do you feel, everyone? Any soreness? Does anyone feel sore? You can turn on your, unmute your mic, you know? Can unmute your mic. Hey? Who's talking?
Grace.
Grace. Grace.
I doing this pose. I feel my toes are cramp.
Which pose you do your toes cramp?
When I put up my body.
Oh yes, you work so hard from the tip of the head, it cramp the toes, double check and see whenever you walk or whenever you do exercises, you start to grip your toes a lot. It's very common, right? So every time have that awareness of loosening up your toes, especially when you're working out. Sometimes when we jump and when we land, we tend to do this to our toes, gripping. So when you do workouts at time, it starts to do this. That's why it starts to cramp. Okay, just take notice in that, especially walk. Anne, are you all right? How's your neck? All worked out already. Very sore.
No, sour.
Oh, sour. Very good. Very sour. All works out. Tomorrow, probably there is a little bit of work. The feeling at your shoulder is very normal, right? So you remember that rotation thing that we were doing? That is very good for you to stretch that out. Or even the one that everybody is doing this. Remember this one, Anne? This will help you to stretch the back as well, okay? And also you can do this. What about everybody? Anyone else? Anyone else? Sour? Sore? You learned something? Awesome job, ladies. Let's take a photo together. Yashmi, Kwanman, Ashwini, and let's take a photo together.
I'll count for 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
We got one screen. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
By the way, Zidu, have we got the flyer for our MOP graduation later?
Let me check.
Could you help us to pull it out while Coach Zidu is looking through the Makeover Project graduation flyer? Later on at 2 p.m., what we are having is a graduation for our Makeover Project participants. Everybody is welcome. Please do get the access from the person that invited you or your coach. So at 2 p.m., it's going to be an amazing session where you see a lot of transformation of our participants. It's really, really jaw-dropping. Really, really jaw-dropping. Yeah. So for some of you, if you're in a 10-day Lean and Tone program, today is the last day for you to register for our Makeover Project 6.0. So this one is a graduation party for 4.0 and 4.1, which 5.0 is coming up as well. And now we're open for 6.0. Let's say, okay? So do stay back. We have a nutrition class by Coach Ashwini, is it? Is it Coach Ashwini?
Yes.
Coach Ashwini is a certified dietitian, right? So she's going to talk about the benefits about healthy fats. So fat is not all bad. There are good fats and bad fats. So Coach Ashwini is a certified dietitian, so you do not want to miss this session. It's starting right now. So I'm going to pass the mic to Coach Ashwini.
All right. Thank you, Coach Meili. All right, guys. So, can I share my screen?
You're welcome, Kate. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Farah. Thank you, Maria.
All right. Okay.
Awesome.
So,
hello, Ashwini.
Hi, everybody. All right. So, today's session is going to be quite interesting. And more than interesting, it's going to be something very related to what you are consuming right now. So yeah, so today's topic is going to be about healthy fats. So the benefits of healthy fats and how are you going to differentiate between whether it's good or bad. All right. So before I proceed with the session, let me introduce myself. So this is me. And to be honest, I used to be chubby since young, and I tried so many things to lose weight. None worked for me, and that body weight issues, it affected my confidence level a lot. So I wanted to change that. So I tried so many things, it didn't work, and that's when I met my coach. I got into the program, and I lost a total of 20 kgs. But not only that, it was just not the weight, but it was like as a package. It improved my self confidence a lot, my self esteem, and I used to have gastritis that solved, and my skin complexion improved so much. So everything came as a package for me. All right. So this is my story. So now let's get into the topic. So today's topic is about benefits of healthy fats. So I want to ask you guys first, what is your idea about fat, whether it's good or bad? All right. Some of you might think, oh, fat, I should not take so much of fat. It's gonna, it's gonna make me fat. So some people used to have this kind of perception towards fats. But to be honest, did you know that fat, it has both good and bad, bad, the benefits lah, good and bad. Okay. So we're gonna find out which is fat, which is good, which is bad. All right. So you can make your own choices, and it's going to be helpful for you to plan out your meal as well. All right. So fat is actually one of the 3 macronutrients that is very, very, very important for your body. So usually when it comes to macronutrients, you need this more in your body, in your meals, because it has a lot of benefits. You're going to get a lot of benefits from these macronutrients. So carbohydrates, proteins, and fats are the macronutrients. So fat is one of it. So why is it very essential? Is because of these few reasons. So fat, you can't really produce them by your body, so you need to consume them from outer sources. And the importance or the benefits of fat is it helps you to it gives your body energy. So just like carbohydrates, just like protein, you need to consume fat because it's going to give you it is like a fuel source of energy for your body. All right. And the second thing is it keeps your body warm. So especially when you are in a very cold temperature, your body can withstand the temperature, especially when you're under aircon, right? Up to 16 degrees Celsius. If you can control if you control your body temperature, right, it's because of the fat working as an insulator in your body. All right. And fat is also important because it supports the cell growth. So when you want to produce your cells, right, your cells is actually made up of fats as well. So you need fat to produce the cells in your body. All right. And also it helps to protect your organs. How? So imagine all your organs in your body is like cramped up with each other, right? And to protect each other from being damaged, you need some cushions in between. And that cushion is actually your fat. All right. And also fats help to absorb some important nutrients, which is fat soluble. For example, vitamin A, vitamin D, E, and K. So these vitamins are fat soluble. So you need to consume fat to help absorb all these nutrients inside your body. And also fat helps to produce important hormones as well. For example, leptin. Leptin is one of the hormone that your body needs to produce, and you need fat cells to produce the hormones. And leptin is one of the hormones that everybody needs because it helps you to reduce the appetite in your body. All right. So next. So when it comes to fat, I have few categories for you, few versions for you. So the first version is saturated fat. The second is trans fat. The third is polyunsaturated fat. And the last one is monounsaturated fat. So saturated fat and trans fat, usually it tends to be more solid at room temperature. So when you find all these hard fats, right? For example, like butter. So all those things are considered saturated and trans fat. It comes in this category. When it comes to polyunsaturated and monounsaturated, those fats, they are used to be more liquid at room temperature, right? So yes, like I said, fat, it has its good and bad, right? So we have healthy fats and also unhealthy fats. So now we're going to figure out the unhealthy ones first. So when it comes to unhealthy fat, we have trans fat, we have saturated fat. So all those fats, that is, for example, like hydrogenated fat, vegetable oils, those fast foods, cakes, the factories, your chocolates, all this oily fried stuff, all this, it has a lot of trans fat. So usually when you buy your packaging, right, when you buy your food and then you see your nutritional label behind, right? So when you see, you can find trans fat over there. Sometimes they will have some numbers. Sometimes they will say less than 1% or 0. So you need to find something that has the lowest, less than 1 is the best, all right? So those are trans fat. So when it comes to saturated fat, we have 2 versions. We have plant fat, we also have animal fat. So these are the examples of plant fat. And over here, we have animal fat. For example, poultry skins. When you fry fried chicken, KFC, right? So those skin is actually has a lot of saturated fat, which is not good for your body, all right? So all the ghee, the butter, lard, so all this has a lot of saturated fat. So consuming too much in your body, it's going to give you a lot of health issues. So why I say this is trans fat and saturated fat are bad is because of these few reasons. So this fats, it's going to increase the bad cholesterol in your body. So in scientific term, it is called LDL cholesterol. So when you have your blood profile, right, when you go medical checkup, you will get your blood profile. So you will see all these terms, LDL, HDL, triglyceride. You will see all these cholesterol names, right? So LDL is actually bad cholesterol. HDL is known as good cholesterol. So when you eat a lot of trans fat food or saturated fat food, it's going to increase a lot of bad cholesterol. At the same time, reduce the good ones. So if this happens, it's going to increase the risk of heart disease and stroke. Imagine like this is your blood vessel, right? For example, let's like a pipe. That's how your blood vessel is in your body. So inside that blood vessel, imagine this cholesterol is increasing and it's going to block the way. So it's going to deposit in the blood vessel and it's going to block the way inside. So the moment it blocks the blood vessel, the blood flow, your fat is the one that's the work, blocking, disturbing the entire process. So when it blocks the way, that's when you will have this heart attack. And the same thing happens in your brain, blocks the blood flow, that's when you experience stroke. So these things happen because of the cholesterol. Because it has too much of cholesterol in your body, you don't know where to go. They will go and deposit wherever they want, inside your blood vessels, around the blood vessels, around your heart. So this is something we need to reduce. Okay, so next one, we're going to talk about healthy fats. So healthy fats, we have 2 versions as well. We have polyunsaturated and monounsaturated. So I'm sure you might have heard this word omega-3, omega-6 and all that, right? So these are the examples of food where you can get omega-3 and omega-6. Corn oil, soybean oil, sunflower oil, or even the pumpkin seeds, flaxseed, walnut. All this, it has a lot of omega-3 and omega-6. So these are considered good fat, all right? Monounsaturated fat, usually olive oil, canola oil, you can use all this in your cooking. So it has a lot of monounsaturated fat, okay? So why I say these fats are good is because it has all these benefits coming up for you. So polyunsaturated fat, which is omega-3, it's going to help you to reduce blood clotting in your arteries. It's going to protect your arteries from hardening. And it's going to reduce the triglyceride in the blood. So triglyceride is like another term of fat that is, it has to be controlled in your system. So this omega-3 is going to help you to reduce that, and it's going to increase the immune system. And omega-3 also helps to protect improve your brain health and eye health. So sometimes you can find the supplements, right? It has omega-3, it has EPA, DHA. So all these things, it helps to increase your focus and memory. So that's why we say it helps to improve your brain health and eye health. All right. So when it comes to omega-6, it's going to reduce LDL cholesterol and the total cholesterol in your body. So this is the benefit of polyunsaturated fat. When it comes to mono, it's going to reduce both LDL and the total cholesterol. So that is one of the reasons why it helps, it is considered good. And helping all this, right, is going to actually help you to, overall, it's going to help you to reduce the heart disease. So imagine your blood flow, it has a lot of bad cholesterols, right? So when you have good cholesterol in your body, good cholesterol's function is to like sweep away all the bad ones. So that's why we need to increase the good cholesterol, HDL, and reduce the LDL. So your healthy fats, monosaturated fat and polyunsaturated fat, it does the work. So of course, eventually your heart disease and the stroke risk is going to reduce as well, right? So how to know whether your fat, the fat that you're consuming over there is high or low? So I have some readings to help you figure out whether it's high or low. So when you buy some, any food, any food that comes with the nutritional label behind, right? It's important for you to see the reading. It's important for you to check, to compare the reading, which is lower, which is higher. So when it comes to total fat, so usually when you see the packaging, right, when it comes to the fat reading, they will mention the total fat, and they will also mention the trans fat or the saturated fat. So they will have all the reading. So when it comes to total fat, high is when it is more than 17.5 gram per 100 gram. All right. So if you want to screenshot this page, you can do that also, because it is very helpful for you to compare later when you buy the food. So more than 17.5 gram of fat per 100 gram is considered very high. When it comes to low fat, 3 gram of fat or less per 100 gram. All right. So when it comes to liquid, 1.5 gram of fat per 100 ml. So sometimes you will see, your packaging, it says low fat. Sometimes they will have this reading, all the labels in front. But some people, they will forget to see the reading behind. So it's important for you to see the reading behind, because sometimes some brands, they will mislead. Even though it says low in fat, you have to still see the reading behind to make sure it is really low. All right. So this is the reading when it says low fat, you have to check whether it's lesser than 3 gram or not. Okay. So when it comes to fat free, it has to be less than 0.5 gram per 100 gram or 100 ml. All right. So this is for the total fat. So when it comes to saturated fat, so this is the reading for saturated fat. High saturated fat is more than 5 gram of saturates per 100 gram. When it comes to low, it has to be 1.5 gram or per 100 gram. Okay, so when it comes to saturated fat free, it has to be less than 0.1 gram. So this reading is very important for you to double confirm whether the food is really low in fat. Okay, all right. So next, we're gonna go to the tips. So when it comes to fats, right, sometimes you won't realize that food has a lot of fat. For example, when it comes to nasi lemak, right, that rice, the coconut rice, it comes with a lot of fat, because it is made of santan, all those coconut milk and stuff. So when it comes to instead of consuming a food that has coconut or they use full creaming, you can switch that to low fat dairy milk. Okay, when it comes to fat choices, so changing that will be something healthier. So when it comes to fatty meat or poultry skins, you can switch that to lean meat. So compared to chicken breast and other parts of the chicken, right? Chicken breast, it has the lowest fat. So that's why we advise you to go for the lean meat and to go for chicken breast instead of other parts of the chicken. All right. So when it comes to chicken rice and nasi lemak, of course, because it has a lot of fat, a lot of oil inside, so switching them to normal plain rice is good enough already. It's okay if you don't want to go for brown rice. Switching it to a normal white rice is also fine. All right. And when it comes to deep frying, of course, it's going to absorb a lot of oil. So you can switch that to steaming, grilling, baking. So that is something much more healthier for you. All right. And this is the most important part. Last, when you go shopping, when you want to buy any fruit, don't just grab the food without checking the nutrition label. So it's very important for you to read the label and to see the symbols. And even if you see the symbols, it says low in fat, double confirm with the read. All right. Okay. Because sometimes it will say low in fat, but it may be high in sugar. So it's important for you to double check as well. All right. Okay. So, and sometimes you will find all these chips, popcorns, fries. So the best way to eat healthy is to switch them to the original sauce, the real sauce. The potato chips, just go for the potato. All right. When it comes to banana chips, just go for the banana. It's much more healthy, and you're gonna get more nutrients from the real ones instead of all this processed fried stuff. All right. Okay. So you can improve all your meals, to a healthier one, but at times you can't really meet the requirement for your daily needs. So that's why we need supplements to help you boost your results. I mean, to help you get the needed, the omega-3, for example. So sometimes, not everybody eats fish every single day. And most of the time you will get omega-3 from tuna or salmon. We don't eat that on daily basis. So if you are a person who don't eat all these things often, then it's best for you to have a supplement to meet the requirements. So that's why in Herbalife, we also have a supplement. We have omega-3. So omega-3 fish oil, this is something you can eat every day. Any age is fine. We have like babies from 6 months up to elderlies can consume omega-3. So of course, this version is for adult. So when you have adults and even from kids for those kids who are able to swallow, they can start consuming fish oil. This version, no issues at all, because fish oil is like something like you can take on daily basis. So you need to have some limits, or there is no age limit when it comes to omega-3 fish oil. Okay, if you can find a liquid source in market, if you can find a liquid source that is suitable for babies, you can even find it for babies, because I have seen I used to help people to promote them fish oils. Those days when I was working in a supplement outlet, we do have 6 months old fish oil as well. All right, so for this version, it is for adults, so you can consume for adults or teenagers. Okay, so for omega-3 fish oil, right, it has 1 serving of Herbalife, and it gives you about 336 milligram of EPA and DHA. So EPA and DHA is the one that you need for your body. So it is found inside your fish oil, and it is also a blend of marine liquid. So this fish oil, it has this EPA and DHA, and it also comes together with vitamin E. So this vitamin E is very important because it has this, it gives you an antioxidant support. All right, vitamin E is very good for your skin. It's very good for your heart. Antioxidant does the work. Okay, so it comes together with your fish oil. So when you want to consume this fish oil, you can take about 2 to 3 times a soft gel. 2 to 3 times a day is good enough. Okay, so I do have another version for you, but this is you can't find this in Malaysia, but you can find it in Singapore. So it is called Tri-Shield. So Tri-Shield, those who are in Singapore, or if you go to Singapore, you want to get this, it will be really good. Tri-Shield is it's an omega-3 that you can get from krill. So this is made of krill. So the one before is from fish. So this is from krill. So krill is something like, it's like a crustacean, shrimp-like crustacean. So you get the omega-3 from this source, this krill, all right? So it gives you about 45 mg of omega-3 per serving. And this blend over here, this formulation over here, it supports your heart health, it supports the cell membrane, and helps to control or to maintain the cholesterol level in your body. And of course, with the entire dietary habits, so by having a proper diet together with this supplement, is going to help you to improve your overall blood profile. All right, so this is the 2 supplements that you can include in your meals together with your entire journey that you're doing right now. So having this is going to support you in many ways, and you don't have to you can consume this if you get older, or at 60s or 70s age, you can still continue taking your fish oil. There's no issues with that. And the more you consume and the longer you consume, it's going to help you to be focused. It helps you a lot with your brain health. All right, so when it comes to fat, right, the amount of fat that you need to consume is 30% of fat from your total daily meals, recommended meals. So from your calorie intake, 30% it comes from the fat. Okay, 40% comes from carb, and 30% comes from protein. Another 30% it comes from fat. And that 30%, you have to make sure you have more omega-3 inside, not any fried ones, or not saturated, not trans. It has to be the good ones. All right. So one last thing I want to share with you guys today. It's time for your bad fats to die. So just make sure whatever that you learn from this session, apply it in your daily life. switch. If you have, like, if you used to use palm oil, if you used to use butter or margarine before, switch that to all these good ones. Okay, switch that to olive oil, or if you used to eat chips a lot, switch that to real ones. So by just switching all these, you don't really have to buy all this expensive fats. When you start switching to the real sources, it's going to change. It's going to make a big change. It make a big difference to your entire journey and also your health as well. So it's not just about helping you to lose weight. It's about improving your entire, health, the whole body. So you have to, like, changing all these things is going to help you to improve your health, improve your, blood profile and all that. Okay, so that's all for today's session. So if you guys have any question, do let me know. I will help you to answer your question. All right. So do you guys have any question about today's session? Anything that you want to clarify? All right, that is one question over here. What about vegetarians that don't take seafood? Okay, so vegetarians that don't take seafood, no problem. We do have omega-3, but for our sauce, for the one that I mentioned over here, we have fish version, right? But if you want to get outer sauce, right, you also have omega-3 supplements, but from algae. So that is totally vegetarian. So from algae sauce, you can get that. But when it comes to food, you can always go for any food, all the food that you're consuming right now. It has a lot of benefits, a lot of nutrients inside. So as long as you don't take anything that is fried or anything that is oily, you're already going to cut all the bad ones. All right. And if you want to switch, you want to get additional sauce, you can go for the omega-3 that is from algae sauce. Yeah, they call it plant algae. So you can get from that. So you will have a lot of omega-3 coming from that. All right. So that is an additional sauce that usually you can find it in market. So yeah, that is for the vegetarians. And when it comes to, yeah, so any other questions that you guys want to know? Anything that you want to clarify when it comes to fats? All right, I think that's all. So that's none for now. All right, guys. So thank you so much for joining the session. I hope you guys learned something from this session. So if you can apply this in your daily life, it's going to make a big change. All right. So let's take a picture before we leave. So shall we? You guys can on your camera. Let's take a picture. All right. So 3, 2, 1. Smile. All right, guys. Thank you so much for this session. See you guys next time. Bye-bye. Have a good day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.